I'm just saying that by process of sheer quantity and just massive fire, Viper must have had at least one album name that we as in our case white folk who can't repeat it. Like he had literally an album a day one year. He's got like 1,500 albums. He is the most prolific producer of, albums in the world.
To be fair, even Tariq Nasheed's album title, "Wash Your Ass," that was pretty good. But nothing holds a candle to
I'm
Y'all
still
Cowards
also
Don't Even
confused.
Smoke
I'm not
Crack.
sure what level of irony that Tariq Nasheed is operating on.
I don't know either.
It's like watching a Yomi stack up in Virtua Fighter, where every other layer is just crouch jab. Something that is reflected in Pathfinder, thanks to the work of one of the best DMs I've dealt with, John, who made Road Rumble, which is why the level 10 maneuver of that discipline or martial art is called crouching jab.
Based.
In fact, I think crouching jab appears like 3 or 4 times on that martial art. And it's just full of FGC memes.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
You caught us at an awkward time. We were just discussing how Viper should get a VTuber model.
I was clearly
So
picking
he's-
the wrong one.
Can't wait to have him have a GIF where he just cooks drugs in his kitchen. and for some reason has recruited a bunch of like middle class like pasty white folk to be his like gaggle of drug producers.
Just all of Jesse from Breaking Bad.
Oops, all Jesse.
And they all think everything's really bougie.
Right.
We were also discussing. But okay, just imagine like Viper's cadre of for his like drug operation is just like a Bowling for Soup cover band that he's captured in the wild somewhere. Like he put a pair of checkered vans under like a gigantic cardboard box propped up with a stick. Wait till they start beating the shit out of each other, then pulled the line and down the box went, and he got himself a ready-made drug operation. It does help that the majority of the Bowling for Soup fandom does know how to cook at least one drug. That was usually crocodile.
At least.
Minimum one.
That we know of.
If it was juggalos, it would not be something you'd want to ingest. But this is Bowling for Soup. They know how to make it a pretty pure product, I'd imagine.
I heard they make good soup.
I would hope so.
And that's a theory. If it was Avril Lavigne fans, it wouldn't be anything you'd want to do unless you were real hardcore.
Avril Lavigne has fans?
Exactly.
Still has fans?
Most of them I imagine, sat around in a big circle, watching a basically 35-year-old woman LARP as a fucking weeaboo, and then all ingested some kind of transcendental drug and all mass ascended like a school of fucking menses.
RC in the chat wants you to know, Bill, that Bowling for Soup is awesome.
Yes.
I was just thinking about, you remember how there was like a rumor that Avril Lavigne was a man? Like, remember that was a thing at
I've
the
also
time?
heard that she was replaced, was the theory.
I've heard the
and that
replacement.
long Avril is fake. Like,
I've heard the replacement.
Yeah, I heard
Imagine if that happened today, like in our current climate or whatever. She would be like hounded by the media and and attacked by activists on both sides, like demanding like
Yeah, exactly.
show us your badge or whatever. Like, what a wonderful world we live in.
What was that meme? We're just like, oh, we love show us your snatch. Do you know what I'm talking about, Bill?
this entire conversation was an attempt to not get the whole stream demonetized, but we've now gone down a very bleak road.
Both Matt Walsh
shucks.
and I don't know, like what's the prominent trans activist on the other side who would say that kind of stuff. Both Matt Walsh and Cenk Uygur is like, I need to examine this to verify. Trust but verify.
Avril Lavigne's like the herald of the death of punk rock. because she was dating some 41's lead singer, then left. Sorry, married to him, then left him and married Chad Kroger from fucking Nickelback.
Oh, I always forget RC is saucy. Sorry, saucy.
How could
Change
you
your
be
name to
saucy?
Saucy so I know who you are.
I mean,
Anyway,
technically-
shall we?
You know that thing that Nickelback's first album came out on September the 11th, 2001?
I do know that.
worst thing that happened that day.
The
It's also
worst
Persona
thing
4.
that happened that.
If you, specifically in Persona 4 Dancing All Night, if you look in Yosuke's room, he has that album.
Oh wow. Interesting. I'm just replaying Persona 4. I noticed that.
The first Nickelback album is downright listenable in places. The rest of the back catalog.
Bringing
not so much.
endorsement.
Look, it's alright. My mom loves the band Incubus, which is very similar
As she
to
should. Incubus is excellent.
Incubus is pretty good, but very similar sound, I would say, to like first album Nickelback. We're supposed to be playing a tabletop role-playing game. I would bring up, but
Kerrang album photo. Who doesn't like it?
it is true. I like Incubus too. My mom loves them. I'd be like.
I'm a Hoobastank fan. I can't fucking talk.
Hoobastank, hell yeah.
So now that we're showing our age and completely alienated half the fucking party,
Yeah.
you probably think Hoobastank is
Sorry,
something that you get lanced by a professional.
It does sound that way, to be
I have
fair.
no fucking clue what that is. I'm sorry, guys.
It's alright, Penny. Don't worry about it.
Hoobastank sounds like a Hoobastank legit sounds like a rectal hematoma.
It
I
really
don't
is.
know. I also don't know what that is, and I think we
That's the
can
word
leave it at
stat.
that.
It's alright, Penny. You can use your imagination. Speaking of tabletop role-playing game,
Well,
use
last week
your
left off.
imagination.
Really setting the tone for the evening.
Oh god.
But by the way, in accordance, I did say I'd get a new piece of artwork for it.
Oh, no.
I have got one. I will not be showing it yet. It will be a surprise. For now, this will be a stand-in for the tentacles above the water. If what is underneath the water surfaces, then you'll see the fancy new one.
Does it have
Just
a
so
glock?
everyone knows.
Are the tentacles waving around Glocks?
It's not a Gloctopus.
Oh.
What's the new shoulders then? Right.
Awkward.
So, before the,
it's hard
the
to beat.
kaiju
Hard to beat
fight,
Galactopus. Oh, does anyone want to, recap what happened last
So,
week?
Aiden, how about you do the recap?
Well, the city is on fire. Originally, I think we thought that it was mostly had been set fire by goblins who were firebombing it from balloons. But now we walked into a different part of the city, and things are worse.
Might as well be the name of the campaign. Things got worse.
It's a giant fire elemental and fiery goblins and a fire. Is a basilisk also breathing fire?
Yes, it is breathing flames, and not really flames. It's breathing magma,
Oh, great! Even better.
and it appears to be suffering as a result, as it does not appear to have resilience to flames.
And if only
So
I
part of
had
its
my
jaw
basilisk
is hanging
pet.
off.
If only I had my basilisk friend here, maybe he'd know what to do about it. But
If only every time you whinge, I bolt gun another animal.
now I'm whinging specifically because you told me not to.
I swear to
Psychological
God,
reactions.
you keep popping off, I'm gonna go around like it's the butcher's boy. I'm going out with that bolt gun. I'm gonna Anton Chigurh some more fucking wild animals.
No.
Sayonara, Bambi!
Just Bill
Oh,
deleting
no.
all the assets for cute animals.
Oh, just
I
don't
delete
think so.
that. Everything cute.
Go ahead, give me an excuse to cull the massive NPC list.
So that's where we about find ourselves.
Yes.
On the other side of the harbor. Oh yes, also there's tentacles coming out of the.
A tendril beast has
Canal.
been encountered. You're not sure what it is. It seems to have a fairly laissez-faire approach to the way it discusses things. It seems a bit more. It's not some unknowable beast. It seems to be an actual creature with a mind. And seems to be very upset that someone's been fucking with the house.
Good, it should be.
Yeah, yeah, as one should. Well,
Remember, kids, if someone's fucking with your house, well, take a guess.
Defend
Are
your
your neighbours
property.
letting off? Are your neighbours putting their arms out their window and just mag dumping Glocks into the air? Don't worry, they're keeping the rent low.
use this Claymore landmine to defend your
The
property.
gentrification.
Just
Our
random.
property.
Right. Yes, of course.
Our city.
It seems to be why he's
Couple
more mad than
bursts.
anything.
Toss at the worst, and we keep the rent low.
Low.
Mr. On the
well,
legal
like
side,
it's-
it is an awful lot of fire. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
this scene has gotten considerably more in bad taste as the weeks have been going on.
Well,
So let's
it started
endeavour to
out
get
with-
this adventure done swiftly before something else horrible happens.
Just to be clear, the goblin balloon thing happened before the balloon stuff in the United States.
Yeah, because they took our shtick.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, the real world stole from Bill's campaign, and now
Again.
everything's on fire, much as it is. Well, I mean, typically things are on fire,
Remember,
but
remember when the CIA released hundreds of hot air balloons over East Germany to spy on them?
sure did.
Cool stuff.
I mean, at least you didn't specifically say this was from a derailment. Train derailment, Bill.
They have trains.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm gonna break kayfabe a moment here. Lycia is ostensibly, but like it's specifically the LARP setting based around Guernsey, so it does have a lot of shit from my home. We wouldn't need a railway at all, and if it weren't for the German occupation, we just needed it to move around naval guns to bolt onto the bloody coast. The only train we had was like a little like cartoonishly small one. Which is just a little sideshow attraction. I think they got rid of it.
You mean the little one that they have downtown?
Oh no, that ghastly abomination is just a diesel. I'm pretty sure it's just a diesel engine.
Isn't there like one guy who works at the beach with a car that's got loads of trailers, like a fake train to
Yes,
capitalise on the we don't have a train market?
pretty much. Yes, they take tours of town. Why the hell you want a
Yeah.
tour of town? I don't know. It's just a financial district and a couple of cafes.
Just wait until we
Bunch of
come over
restaurants.
to visit. I'm gonna force you to take us on that.
Are you looking to take a trip abroad? Don't come to Guernsey. I don't fucking want you here.
Rude.
You can
You
put
should
that.
get
You can
Penny.
put that
You can come
advert
here.
on my tomb.
Yeah, that's true.
Present company accepted, of course, but
Right. Okay.
You should change your slogan to "Visit Jersey."
Just in,
Guernsey,
20
visit
bucks
Jersey.
from Zalma saying, get on with it. I was
All
about
right,
to
let's get on
say,
with
I
it.
am
Okay,
dreading.
okay.
I am dreading.
Get on. Let's go. We've only been
Thank
Just,
you, Zalma. It's
uh,
very cool.
doing nothing for 20 minutes, but
and we still aren't getting monetized. Anytime
No,
soon,
we
anyway.
had ads running. Don't worry.
Being off the
let's
ads.
let's
Let's get right into the noose.
So, how's the
Okay,
kaiju battle?
God, I wish that
going?
were me.
No, Ian.
Okay, the building has been menaced somewhat, but currently the two kaiju have not yet met. They're currently trying to trudge their way through the surrounding real estate. So I believe with that beginning, I think it's time to start initiative proper, unless you guys plan to flee.
No, I
I don't think we
Well, I mean, like this
can.
is a dire looking situation. To be fair, this looks real scuffed. But
Especially since those of you who might have missed last week, who might not be aware, the D10,000 chart stuck its oar in and decided, I want this elemental to be nastier, and then it was.
yep.
Womp womp.
We blame Aiden.
We always do.
Aw.
Knowing is half the battle, after all.
Dun dun dun.
The other half is violence. One half
Missing-
is violence, 1/4 is diplomacy, the other fourth is indiscriminate possession.
And the final hidden half is psyops.
That's a background
What a silence.
calculations. I don't know.
Something that happens to other people, huh? Especially when you're.
I knew someone once who said
okay.
that she was. Oh. Yeah, this person that I knew once said that she was half English, half Irish, and half Welsh.
I mean, numbers add up.
British statement.
So, no, let's give her the proper accent.
Don't be rude now, Bill. I'm very proud of my heritage as a cardboard Corey.
Bill, the sheep fucker.
Why is that so funny?
Guernsey has a long storied history with the Welsh. None of it good.
I see.
But that's pre-Norman era, so it's not my fucking problem. Okay, yeah, here's the... what's this bonus? Ooh, that's quite a nasty bonus to initiative. Okay.
Alright, rolling. Oh yeah, we have initiatives.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh no, I'm high up.
When you could have just been home.
I wish.
Settle down, Afro man. Okay, is everyone rolled their initiative?
I thought you already had us roll initiative last session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did
yeah.
it at the end of the last one.
You want us to roll it
So
again?
I mean, yeah, no,
No.
no. I'm saying is everyone rolled it from then.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Quick save there, Bill. You definitely didn't forget because you're an alcoholic.
It's your man, fiery dude first, isn't it?
Yeah. Turns out when the D10,000 shot bumps someone up to an elder elemental, they get quite a nasty bonus to initiative. Okay. Let's see, what would be the funniest thing we could do? Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong sheet. Yeah, do really just have a great deal of things you can do. It's quite a neutral little thing. Okay. It's going to reach out its arm and just push one hand through each window at the front of this building and just push its big burning talons through the building. And even from your position, so as far away as you are, you can see the flames. It's a full-on backdraft. The flames are exploding through each corridor and out each window within the building and turning the place into a blast oven.
Would it be inaccurate to describe this as a fire orgasm?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's stuck his dick in it,
Well, Bill.
so...
He is filling the building with fire.
But it is his hands.
It's also his essence.
Bill?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna need the DM's ruling. Is it fire orgasm?
Well, Bill,
Well, if you,
is it?
for those of you at home, if your hand is burning red and has been doing so for 4 hours or more, please contact your physician. Do not attempt to grasp victory. It may cause some injury to yourself or your person. Be that as it may. Okay, that having now forced a structural check, which is not going well. That will be its turn as it moves into the building proper. Comrade, you rolled very well.
Right. So, I'm on the other side. I could walk all the way around, but do you think it's realistic in one realistic in I want to leap from this like little jetty thing, like onto this stone bridge, run down the wall, like kick off these boxes as I'm running on them, like knock them over, and then jump around onto the back of this basilisk thing.
So, across,
I mean, it's a long distance, isn't it?
across.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got 30 foot. You've got 30 foot of movement, so it means you can go a total of 60 foot on charge.
And now I'm just fucking standing in front of him saying, hello. I've got my whole, like, turn now.
If you go to the end of the jetty, jump off of the boat. So basically, go to here, hop, skip, jump, and you should be able to make it to the basilisk in one turn. Because obviously jumping doesn't, because that means that the first 30 feet of your movement ends on the boat, which is the jumping off point, and you can move up to the total amount you can move it around from jumping. So in this case, 60 feet. So provided you can clear the barrels, you should be fine. But it's going to be tricky. Do you have anything that makes you faster? Oh, fuck, I've got hiccups, Jesus Christ.
I don't think so. I can put some crowbars down.
Does the one, sir, maybe have a potion that can make Mark faster?
Oh yes, I nearly forgot. I'm just going to rule that Lamarck will just run it on the first round that someone's active.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do instead. Like, I'll do that run and jump shit, but I don't want to reach the barrels. I'm gonna hold onto the edge and wait there for a turn.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
That's
I'm
fine.
doing a fucking cliffhangery thing, like
Okay.
some stealth.
Could you roll me a dance check, please, since you use it for acrobatics?
Of course.
Okay. You have the crowbars upon your person, I believe.
I always have
obviously,
crowbars.
yeah, that'll help you with that will allow you to hook on, making it significantly easier. Okay. To here, and you got a 25 feet, precisely enough. You can get anywhere across on this lateral. Anything within 25 feet of that boat.
Real quick, Mark, I do intend to attempt to drag the basilisk into the water, so you're aware.
Alright, I'll go right on the, like, furthest side away.
Can't wait for
That's
Mark to just kick it in the shins as it goes down into the water.
Yeah, as you
Oh, you saw right through my plan.
As you sprint down the pier, a hop onto the boat, and as it bobs back up, you hurl all your weight forwards, crowbar in hand, and just about manage to hook, and just by the skin of your teeth, manage to hook onto the opposite bank. You've hooked onto what appears to be an old maintenance ladder.
I'm gonna shout back to the other guys, like, I'm just gonna hang out here or something gay like that.
Okay. Any other actions? You take a move, you take technically a stand. You got a swift action left.
No, I'm gonna just be really still, like, and focus on my heart rate and breathing and stuff, because I don't want to give him any clue that I'm hanging there.
Okay. Eris.
Yes. Quick check-in with our friendly neighborhood kaiju. If possible.
It's a bit far away at the moment, I'm afraid.
You have said that when we speak into that well, it will reverberate throughout the whole waters, though.
At the specific depth he was at, he's now had to get to near the surface.
Shit.
So
Okay.
you can attempt it though. It might still work. It'll just be that he has to make a perception check.
Let me then check one thing. This is the wrong sheet. We are not level 7. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me just see how much we can actually see. Can I see the basilisk?
Oh yeah, it's very conspicuous.
Can I see
It's got these
this
large
name?
kind of tattered. You'll have to roll a perception check to make sure you can see the mage. It's kind of an odd angle.
If I were to move over here, would I then be able to see him?
I would say yes.
Okay. I'd like to
Yeah,
move over and use my longbow to hit him.
far away.
Very well. Okay. Keep opening the wrong tabs. Does a 21 hit?
Yes. I literally was thinking back on my brain. The odds of this being like a crit or something are very low. It should be fine.
Let's go.
We'll get you some. You need to get yourself some fancy arrows, then that would have been a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah, with barbed arrows, that would have been correct.
Oh
Please don't
no, if only we can do this once we have saved the town. $10 damage.
Goodness me. As he needs to make a balance check. 1 moment. Cock dice. Okay, that's visible. There's a hyper as the arrow cuts its way through the air, and it's almost like watching it in slow motion as it just curves its way through the air and strikes the rook, little adept there, directly in the back of the head, and pitches him forward,
Way.
slipping from the shingles, bouncing off of the lower trellis way, and landing on his feet, weirdly enough. He looks very bewildered, and he appears to have gotten... You hit him in the back of the ear, so the arrow has burst through the cartilage of the ear and out the front,
Ooh.
and taken a good chunk out the side of his head.
Ouchies. Good.
You can hear him howling over the crackle of the flames.
Good. I don't believe I can move again, since I only moved 15 feet.
Unfortunately not.
Okay. That
I'll
will
give-
be it, besides getting my spear out as well.
Okay. I'll give 5e one thing. I did like how they handled movement. How you can move, attack, then move, and how you don't only provoke when you move out of a square of a friend area. Only thing I like about 5e, pretty much.
That shall be it.
Okie dokie. Basilisk's turn. It's got proximity, so. Oh, one thing to use 20 on. As the basilisk turns its head, its jaw kind of lolling off of its long serpentine neck, and Mark, as close as Comrade is, you can now start to pick out new details of it. Where the jaw is kind of unhinged and is just drooping down, you see that there's like the remnants of burnt feathers embedded all along its neck, and on one side there's even a vestigial gill.
Man, they really fucked that guy up. They really hit remix
This-
on him.
As it slowly pads forward, one of its hands reaches over the edge of the stone wall, and they look like a pair of enormous humanoid hands with fingernails rather than claws. But where the fingers lay across, the fingerprints are scorched into the stone, and even though this is like full, like black granite, these walls are made of, it's burning the fingerprints in red hot and slightly molten. This creature looks like it's barely holding itself together. But as it sweeps its vision to and fro, with its, from what you can tell now, one good eye, it pivots its head nearly upside down, and catches sight of you.
I'll wink at him.
Could you roll me a fortitude save, please?
Oh no.
God damn! As it attempts, you can feel like the tips of your fingernails turn slightly fragile and stony as they crack off. As the very tips of the fingernails crack off under the strain of holding onto the crowbar, but you manage to stave off petrification.
I was about to make a joke about Mark turning rock hard, but I didn't mean like this.
As it kind of it hisses at you horribly, and you can feel this just heat pass over you as like little crackling spits of and droplets of magma sail past your head and drip into the waters below. Now, thankfully for you, that does take its action this turn. It's imp time. Time for the imp morale check. That'll do. Okay. 13, unlucky for some. 2 will split off to go deal with the Drake-lisk. The other 2 will attempt to move through the burning wreckage. Charge, you have to put them up there. To try and cause some trouble there. As they wander up to little jetty here and start bundling pieces of like debris into the little boat here. Like bits of rope, old nets, and general flotsam.
The film don't set us on fire.
But that will be their turn. Han.
You're muted.
Yes.
The field is yours.
Alright. Time to game. So I would like to take out a snag net.
Okay.
And
This is part of the move action.
excellent. Shall attempt to throw it at the basilisk.
Okay, what's the range on a snag net?
Let me double check that. Because I do have a 50-foot rope for it. Has increments of 10 feet.
Okay. And
So
you're looking at
Let me double check that for the snag net.
It's in the last range increment. Well, at
Yeah.
minus 8, but versus touch.
I will factor this in on my end.
Okay. I'd personally suggest you bump forward 10 feet just to ease things up for yourself, but I realise that sometimes it's good to have that leeway.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just going to use the stat block because it's easier.
Righty dokie, Skip.
There you go.
Although do tell me if the ambient noise is too loud or too quiet, I can bump it back up. Bump it down.
Alright.
I believe they are fine.
Excellent.
$12 against touch.
Double check. It has a touch AC of 11.
Wait. Nice.
For those of you at home, if you ever encounter anything in the dragon family, just hit it with a touch attack. It's going to get hit. It is there's a reason that certain touch spells are called the Dragon Killer.
So it is now entangled. And I would like to attempt a drag maneuver
as the snake net wraps around its face. In fact, I'm gonna roll that. Yeah, it's clasped around its face and digging into its already flaking skin. It almost puts you in mind of, say, a bass, the way the scales flake. If you've been around a fishmonger, you'll know that you always know a fishmonger by the trail of fish scales that they leave behind them, like a slug.
Mm.
You do have a good grab on him.
Very
So
well.
if you'd like to roll your drag, please.
Cool. 23.
Okay, I believe this is opposed, of all things. Let's see. Unfortunately, that won't be enough.
All right.
Sheer scale of this thing. Fun, fun.
In that case,
But you do still do still have it. Oh wait, no, it's entangled as well. Even then, still a bit further to go, I'm afraid.
cool. In that case, I would like to make secondary attack, which would be a cold shot. Specifically to the mouth.
Okay. For the action economy, is this a dual? Is this dual wielding or?
Basically dual wielding. It would be part of a heavy strike, essentially.
Ah, I should have known this was the Road Rumbler combo.
Yeah.
So, it seems that the action economy is getting out of hand. Road Rumbler is involved.
Yes.
Okay.
Just factor in. I'll factor in the penalties on my end.
Okay, roll away. Is it rolling twice and taking the better? Because I keep seeing 2 dice getting rolled.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what that's about.
Let's have it a moment.
Yeah.
Is it maybe trying
Let's
to
take
roll
Rick.
damage?
Is that versus regular AC?
Versus regular AC because it's a cold shot.
Unfortunately, that won't be enough, I'm afraid.
Ah, damn. I believe it
Actually,
would
hang on.
still affect it. Oh wait, it is entangled.
Yeah, even including that.
Hmm.
Regulus is pretty tough in terms of just sheer armor.
Alright. Although I do believe it would still be affected by this as it is a splash weapon. So it will have to make a DC 18 fort save against sneezing powder.
Okay, sorry, what was it? That DC again?
18.
Makes it. Though, what's the splash on it?
5 feet, I believe.
Yes, that's up the... Because its head's... It's like a plesiosaur, it's very high up. So, yeah. Sure, now it's got open mucous membrane. Unfortunately, it manages to resist.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
It seems to simply be in so much pain that sneezing is a bit above... It's just a bit below the level of suffering it's currently on.
Understandable. I shall make a quick 5-foot step forward. This direction. And then as a move action, I'm going to use landscaping to create a solid stone barrier going this way. And begin to construct bridging going...
I shall give you a...
across.
What I shall do... Add character...
Add character, Minecraft dirt block.
Brick.
Hell yeah. Let's see, where can I find the brick?
I'm just gonna upload some stuff now. You give me one short moment. Oh, I couldn't swear to stone. So would this be stone or dirt?
It would depend on the material that is in proximity. And in this case, the barrier would be stone. And I will also attempt to make a bridge as part of the same move action going across the water. This would likely use the dirt or sediment that is at the bottom.
Would I have to roll to assist with the building of the bridge?
Okay. Here you go. Behold, brick.
Brick.
Slap it down where you wish.
Alright. So here's a solid barrier, and then going across diagonally because some of us are slightly impaired.
All of us are a little bit impaired. Fair.
4, 5. There we go. Playing Minecraft. That'll be it for Baz.
Okay. Neri, you have seen a vision of pure autism unfold.
Yeah, I see that someone was playing Minecraft,
We didn't talk about that.
which I was willing to help with. But I guess I'll go ahead and look. Dude. Ooh. Pretty far away. Oh. When's my run? Okay, I could, if I run, I can just basically make it over to the side of the bridge. Is the bridge mostly finished, sort of?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. In that case, what I'm going to do is pull out my crab hands.
I'm assuming that your crab hands were already equipped.
Yeah. I think they probably were because we were already in combat beforehand, so...
Yeah.
Yep. Crab hands on. I think then... Yep, I'm just gonna make a run for it and try and get over to the other side of the bridge.
Now, keep in mind the run has to be in a straight line.
Yeah, I
You're running
know.
through a room, a building.
Oh,
Now-
is the... Oh, there is a building in the way. Sorry, it's a little bit low quality on the side. Might just be...
I think it just hasn't loaded in for you because it's come through file on mine.
Yeah, the
'Cause for
rendering
me,
can take a while
'cause
sometimes.
I
It's fine with them.
don't know why, but
Well,
it is
the
a
area
big
there
blur.
appears to be quite open plan. There is a cart out front, after all.
Okay.
So I'm going to rule that
Oh, wait, now it
with,
worked. Now it worked. I should
with
said
some
that.
basic bitch acrobatics
Nice.
checks, I reckon you can make it through there uninhibited.
Okay. So I'm a big slow rock person, but I will. Yeah, I'll make.
This is like a fishing community here, so that's probably a fishing market. Like little
Hey,
outlet.
I have an 80-foot run speed. It's 60 feet from where I
You've already
am.
charged that much, to be honest.
Why not?
Well,
Why?
I will require an acrobatics check to do so.
I'm not necessarily charges if I'm going to charge the fast. I wasn't actually intending to make this an attack. Would I be able to though? 65
Oh, wait, hang
feet.
on. You're a Oriad. You only have a 20-foot move speed, so it would have to be a run.
Yeah, it has to be run. Yeah.
Just keep in mind, if you run, you'll be flat-footed at the end of it. So you will not get your dex to AC. And if
Yep.
anything has sneak attack, it can get you with it.
My move speed is shit.
You might have to make a double move.
Oh, wait, yeah, I can do that without being flat-footed.
Indeed.
I'll
like
do
a
that
40
then
feet.
instead. It's either way. It was going to be full action. So I'll end up here on the bridge.
I'll even give you a bonus to any stealth check you wish to make. Purely
And,
so you
yeah.
can...
I will try to be a little sneaky.
You are in
Oh,
your favorite
cool.
terrain.
Even in my
I'll
favorite
get the
terrain.
chart.
Here we go again.
Also, and I think you need to
10,000,
make
right?
a 5-foot step to the right. You're on water currently.
I
Very
put it the icon there just because otherwise it was underneath the rock.
Try again.
Okay, once. There we go.
Okay.
All right, what nightmare occurs to me today?
Oh, don't be a negative, Nancy. There's a lot of good ones near too.
I'm not actually.
It's the worst that could
funny.
happen.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
Another backstory plot point?
Hmm.
Ooh. Oh, that reminds me of one of my curses. It says, if I get home, I will be drafted into the military. Does that count for if I consider a new place home? Because that is concerning. Because I sure hope not.
Okay. Cass's spellbook is bound tightly shut in barbed wire. You don't have a spellbook, so it's not a moot point. Or Cass's tongue, nose, lip, eyebrow, and navel are now pierced.
Ew. Congratulations, Aiden, on the makeover.
Congratulations. You now have the art hoe piercings.
Yay. How can I get pierced as a rock person?
Diamond tip tools.
I guess
People
so, right?
do glue diamonds on, or like other gems to their teeth as well, so you've
Oh,
been
right.
bedazzled. Congratulations.
Oh, I'm blinged out. I've got that dread.
Also, yeah, no, wait, no. Your species literally invented body modification.
Oh, man, I guess.
Because they embed gemstones into their body as a decoration.
Congratulations, Aiden. You're turning into a diamond painting.
Yay.
So, tongue, nose, lip, eyebrow, and navel. So I'm going to rule those are now available as gem slot locations.
Hey, so you can swap them out if you find a magical one.
So please note this down. I'll post it in chat. Funnily enough, someone did make the World of Warcraft gem slotting system for this game. It's very broken. I, of course, will allow this because it means that there's now a new merchant lobby with a lot of power.
Me and my Phlogiston NVGs.
Hey, don't knock the phlogiston. It's good shit.
It is very good.
Just don't try and do that thing where like someone like huffs a bunch of acetylene and then tries to breathe fire, then explodes. I'll try and do the dragon's breath trick with acetylene. Oh no, I've become shrapnel. And any other actions for Neri?
Yep, that's it for me. I don't think I can do much else.
Righty-dokie, next up is everyone's favourite biblically accurate tentacle monster, who is going to try and deal with the imps because they're within reach. One imp manages to duck out of the way by throwing a... Because obviously your tentacle friend is just groping around blindly, by throwing a burnt skeleton into its grasp, allowing it to duck backwards. The skeleton is not so lucky. The other chap, unfortunately for it, is having what we would call in the business a bad time, as he's grabbed. I can just mumble as it gets kind of dragged under the water.
I canonize that when it gets dragged under the water, it starts hearing that meme effect from the Ace Ventura 2 movie. You know the one.
Oh, the fuck? Fucking lion sleeps tonight. Carl, the field is yours.
First the field, then someone's wife, then the world. The mark.
Yes?
Your body is sticky.
There's a pause. Yes?
Effectively, I'm stuck inside you.
Ah. Where do you need to be?
General
I can get you
motion in
there.
the direction of the combat.
Say no more. Let's see here. Takes out a bottle. Yeah, he'll drink it. And there's this horrible lurching feeling that washes throughout his entire body. And yours. As he just kind of quite calmly steps into a wall beside him. And appears emerging on a lower trellis way here. In a somewhat precarious position, but at least something a bit more central. Though he does look a bit queasy now.
We're going to need to see an exorcist about getting the rest of me outside of you. You're a ghost trap, Lamarck.
Oh, good to know I'm in demand.
Make sure to bottle some of that later. I might have a use for it.
I'll make sure to book an appointment with my esthetician.
Quite. Meanwhile, communicating through the slime clone specifically to Irene. I'm going to be disposed with Lamarck for this one. I need you to be my eyes and ears in combat. I can still see through your clone, but I can't move it as well as I could inside.
Don't worry. I'll get it to where it needs to go. As... Okay, tweaking over here. Her and the clone will move up. And we'll get in the boat, which is not a separate part of the map, so I can't move it directly. So just imagine it. And she'll boot the boat across the way, so it'll be in position next turn.
I'm supposing that Lamarck's move is not my move.
No, what Lamarck did was actually Dimension Door.
Nice.
Expensive potion, but useful to have.
Free actions.
But it does on this turn, unfortunately.
That's fine. Free actions. The bag of holding will start a parabolic arc swing, aiming in a position around the area of the basilisk, specifically aiming generally for the pier side of its face.
Mm-hmm.
It will begin its arcing swing and then release the ball of goblins directly at its face.
That's a lot of goblins.
It's a lot of goblins.
And what are the goblins do in this situation? They would grab onto the first piece of purchase they get, which is the snag net.
Yes.
Where is my goblin?
Oh, Bill, I forgot to mention this, which will be kind of relevant for both the goblins and the basilisk. The snagnet has bits of Morgoth iron in it.
That noise wasn't me, but it's a very appropriate noise. I know what that was.
That was me drinking out of the water bottle.
Oh, Jesus, you need an access for your fucking water bottle too. Good grief.
Yeah, it will have to save against that, still.
You would be surprised how close the Dracolis got to failing that save. It's DC 12 from Morgoth.
Yeah, it's like DC 12.
Yeah. Yeah, it was down to the wire there. All the goblins, on the other hand, should have known this would happen. Don't mind me. Oh, you're taking the piss.
What is happening?
Oh boy.
Oh, you know what? I'm just going to enact both of these. I'll let you choose. I'll let you choose which one of these you get, because you could not have rolled these motherfuckers could not have rolled a worse set. Okay, here's one. All trolls within 10 miles adopt a kinder, gentler philosophy. No.
And what's the other one?
Oh, it gets better. It gets better. The other one is this. All elementals in the area turn on their controllers.
I mean,
Bill, I'm gonna
I
be
mean-
serious with you. I did intend on hoping that some of these goblins would start rolling ones, but I didn't expect it to be that good. Can I have option 2, please?
Yeah.
I think it's option 2. Will work right well.
You know what? I'm gonna just because. You know what? You both of them are going to be enacted. And Han, guess who is a troll for the purposes of this?
Yeah.
Oh no, no more war crimes. At least less.
No, this time there's
war
going to be
crimes.
prerequisites.
Han. What
Yes.
deity does your character follow, if any?
What's the name of the brother of Asmodeus again?
The one that's
The one
dead.
that's kind of dead. Yeah.
That
That one.
That. Fucking contrarian dickhead.
Yes.
And to think
I hiss.
to
not
think
I
this
hiss.
is just like reactions.
Okay, I'm just gonna rule it in this case. He's just gonna do what he does best, which is just manifest as the gold dragon. You look in the clouds, you see a cloud in the shape of a dragon, backlit by the sun, and a booming voice speaks into your skull, which reverberates horribly against the iron of your skull.
Ugh.
Cease.
Very well, Lord.
Thank you. Well, where was I? I was finding a.
Image for Ball of Goblins.
Yeah, I did have a goblin. There's the goblin horde. There they are. Look at their little face. Unfortunately, they're
Their
now
little
all falling
collective
into the drink.
face.
Because they botched pretty much every roll they had just then. Though the Draco also needs to roll. Draco save isn't great, but still good enough. So the majority of the goblins are, unfortunately, just kind of sliding off of the basilisk. Or Dracolisk, as the case would be. You notice that the Dracolisk at this stage now, with the way as it panics, it's trying to flap these little like stubs of wings. It's grotesque. It's like a cross between it's like a cross between chicken wings and a person with their hands cut off. The way they flap about. It's really rather grotesque.
Not necessarily coded as immediate actions, but more like in reactive actions based on witnessing this happen. I look through Mark's eyes to be able to see the basilisk. Is its mouth open?
One side of its jaw is completely unhinged, so it can't close its mouth.
I summon a ghost flame.
Okay. Inside the mouth by any chance?
Yes, inside the mouth. And it will ignite once it passes through its mouth.
Quickly roll a reflex save. Cock dice. It's not a 1, but not far off. Okay.
Did it make contact and hit?
It made contact.
Lovely. going to start burning inside of its body. It's moving slowly down the esophageal line.
Don't worry. This creature has an Okay. In the world of Dracology, there is a specific organ in Pathfinder Dragons called an Arcanatherium. The Arcanatherium is the little spark of magic used for breath weapons. As a Dracolisk, it has one. But as a mutant, it does not have any kind of earthing for it. Or any kind of shielding for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of bolted in there.
Mm-hmm.
It is currently spewing burning magma out of its shrieking mouth as its magma lung is just venting.
Yeah.
The goblins are being quickly turned into a little stone island in the harbour.
Mm-hmm. As he
One
does
poor
that,
goblin gets encased in magma and I'm turned into an obsidian statue of himself.
as he sees this happen, a voice that hasn't often come out of their mouths begin to say the same one you used before. I told you I told you we'd be best friends till I killed you. Bill, this is still my swift actions. I haven't even made my attack action. Prepared action of Shadow Trap.
On which one? I'm curious.
On the Basilisk. It's not going anywhere.
Okay, what's the DC?
I believe it's 19?
Will actually pass. But against all odds, that's tweak it save.
Cool. Let's see here. What was
No, I'm going to be kind when it comes to Shadow Trap because of the way it works. I'm going to make it... I'm going to rule that if something is adjacent to a creature much larger than it, they will also have to roll because they are inside that shadow.
This would be helpful if they are inside of its shadow and the two goblins standing behind it.
Well, they ain't going anywhere.
Because there is a giant fireball coming out of its mouth, and I would assume that this light source from its mouth is casting a shadow. Inner illumination. Also-
One passes, one isn't so happy.
Also,
And by the way, a more pressing concern is that as the magma vents, there's this horrid violet flame that is just jetting out of its mouth past the magma, and it's slowly burning down the esophagus, like it's moving towards its lung.
Mm-hmm.
Could you roll me an arcane check, please, if you have it? So knowledge arcana. Anyone who has knowledge arcana, anyone who has knowledge dungeoneering, smoke and forgotten people.
Oh lord, please don't let me roll one.
Alchemy would also work. Engineering.
I really don't need Aiden rolls right now. Daddy will take it.
I don't really have anything. Sorry.
Okay, Baz. Between the two of you. Baz will get more different information. Baz, you have only usually seen that kind of flame in a phlogiston explosion. Carl, Ormond has never seen a flame like that, but you get the distinct feeling that once that flame hits that lung, that basilisk is going to become a bomb. It's the arcane lung inside of it that produces its breath weapon you got about a turn, maybe two, before it cooks off like a grenade.
What's the blast radius?
It depends how much gas is stored in that buoyancy lung.
High and low standards probability.
You're looking at least a fireball in radius, 20 foot. A low ball estimate. If it's a bad one, then it's probably going to be the 20-foot one because you know it's used its breath weapon recently, what with all the lava over the bridge. High ball estimate, if they've been feeding it some kind of coal or something to try and power up its breath weapon, it might be 2 or 3 times that.
And this, am I inside the building or am I on an awning outside?
You're on the roof.
I am on the roof. General heat from this fireball.
If it's a low ball estimate, it'll blow the side off this building, but mostly it's just flash flame. The concussive force is mainly just the actual explosion of the body. If it's a high ball estimate, it will smash this building flat and jettison its debris into the adjoining buildings and shred them to pieces.
On one side of the brain, Armand is about to start cackling like a maniac from how funny this is. On the other side of the brain,
Get away from the lizard before it blows up.
and just generally into the direction of Lamarck, with like, on one side of what could be contingent as the mind brain that he's currently dealing with Lamarck, Lamarck just hears nothing but
Lamarck is busy vomiting up green stuff.
on the other side of the brain. Lamarck, I need you to get us away from here immediately, within the next 10 minutes. Probably less.
Give me a moment. Dimension dooring is always tough on my guts. Ooh.
Then, 6 words to Mark. It's going to blow. Don't be next to it. It's probably 7, but you get the idea. Even though I'm not possessing him, I'm going to assume that there's an invisible tether that's sticking me to Lamarck's, but I'm going to try and use my personal teleport to move as far away as possible. Let's roll it as 30 feet. Right about here.
You can establish the connection, but unfortunately, Lamarck he's actively like sticky on even like a planar level. Trying to get out of him is near impossible.
Is it possible for me to use my teleportation to move his body?
Unfortunately, because of the teleportation's like limits on the weight, he's too dense.
Goddamn mycelium.
If he was heavier than you, so if you were heavier than him, it would be easy. But because Lamarck is so corpulent, it would be kind of a 2 or 3 man job to even move him.
Goddamn mycelium. Why is he gonna be
But
so
you can make him stumble that way. So I will. So yeah, make me a drag maneuver.
What roll do I
casting
need?
set? It's a CMB.
CMB. What dice do I need to roll?
There should be an entry on your sheet for it.
Oh shit.
But it's otherwise it's 1d20 plus your BAB plus whatever your casting stat is in this case.
17.
Not bad, not bad. He stumbles this way, teetering at the edge of the roof there, but still managing to keep his footing just about.
And then, for my normal action, let's see here. How hot are the flames that are currently burning off of these buildings?
That bonfire heat currently. The main source of heat in the area is the fire elemental. The sheer amount of blast furnace heat coming off of that thing. You can, if you look down to the yard below, you can see like crabs that were freshly caught turning orange by proximity. And you can see at the edges of the tarpaulins here, the cloth is beginning to char and burn. The cheeses over here are melting.
And how many hit die does the Basilisk have?
Could you? You'd have to roll a Dungeoneering or a Arcana to find that out.
Lord, don't give me an Aiden roll.
Like how we started calling that now.
How does a 19 feel?
Okay. That for a Dracolisk, it's not quite as durable. It's got 8 hit dice.
8 dice.
This thing is, looking at its physiognomy, it looks like it's literally been torn apart and built back up several times. So whilst it's simply not put together correctly. It shows clear signs of mutation. Intentional mutation. This thing would be dead without it.
Out of range.
That is to say, it would be dead if it wasn't intentional mutation. With reinforcements.
Range. 5 plus 5. 2.5 level. Please be far enough. Yes. Humanoid creature. And I wish I had more spells. Daze on this goblin. This one.
Okay, left one. So it's currently shadow trapped, but yeah. What's the DC? Never mind. Where's the days? There we go.
Not that it matters, but it is a will saving throw for days.
Not gonna matter one bit.
I just
Any
don't.
other
I don't want to. I don't want it to even have a turn to attempt escape. I want it to blow up.
Okay. Any other actions?
That will be it. Well, actually, no. One ghost orb was supposed to be for his mouth. I need the other ghost orb to be in the general vicinity to the right of the basilisk.
Okay, you should have access to the ghost orb tokens.
What do I need to click to do that?
You should just be able to drag them onto the map from the
Character list.
Character
where
sheet. I'm blanking on what's there.
It's Steve the Cumbies, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, thrown on the basilisk, I believe. Oh no, it looks like the basilisk turned its head to look at us.
Oh god. Let's tap back into this.
And this one will turn very bright and effectively stick itself inside the eye socket of the basilisk that it still has, effectively blinding it. Now I am my turn.
Okay. Lamarck's turn. Lamarck had his turn this turn because I forgot he actually had an initiative first, to be honest. Okay, now for accoutrement. So, the goblins have their turn. Yes, the cat. Oh, I'm going to put it to the front. Oh. 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 As the cat jumps onto your shoulder, jumps off. Oh. 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 And we'll then hop onto the boat. And rubbing itself against the boot of Clone Iris. Irene, rather. Anyone else I'm forgetting?
Can we call the clone Slimerine?
We'll workshop something. People with the chat, think of some kind of slime-based pun. Am I forgetting anything? Well, now I've got the goblins, who will desperately try to swim. One D10 3. What the fuck? Error. I don't like when it's flat numbers like that. Usually means it's something fucking horrible. Oh joy!
Oh my, Bill. What is
It got one of the rare second edition tier ones.
Oh boy.
I'm
Okay, either it can start to hoard water for no apparent reason, which is really difficult to do when you're currently fucking drowning, or 1d4 people appear and attack the target. Guess what result we're going with?
That's actually way
Indeed.
funnier. Just.
It is legit that scene from one of the Justice League cartoons where Green Lantern tries to throw hands with Darkseid, gets punched into a wall, and then a bunch of Darkseid soldiers appear and start punching his unconscious body. Just OTGing the dude. Okay. Okay, I need time to the NPC listing. Which of my 80 NPCs will I stick on these poor goblins? Good luck in one moment.
Hopefully not anybody attractive.
I know, because we'll be here all evening with your lot and your bloody libidos. Oh, I know precisely who's going to turn up. It's your boy!
Oh, it's
I'm gonna-
friends.
If it's Millpool, you only get one. He counts as at least 8 people.
Free can of whoop ass.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Sure, this will be funny. I guess we'll keep it simple.
Also, we got one from Cold Warmack saying, with that cleave build, it's easy to ooze your head.
Oof.
You asked for this, Bill.
Get what you deserve.
Those who live in glass houses should try hard
Don't be
not to
rude.
get
Don't hurt
evicted.
me. Don't hurt me.
Yeah, Millpool has surfaced. Right. And of course he's appeared right next to Neri, like a fucking jump scare. Right.
Oh, hello.
The goblins look, who are already drowning, decide that drowning's the... That's I'm just gonna rule that. They see Millpool and just go, no, and start drowning. We'll take our chances with Goblin God.
How's it going, mate? Been a minute.
Right.
Would I perceive that as being a good thing or a bad thing? Sense motive?
Well, someone just...
Hey!
God damn.
When it doesn't matter at all. When it doesn't matter at all.
Oh no, I know precisely what this is going to do. Roll me an int check.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no. With your wisdom modifier, how high is that? You've used wisdom rather.
My wisdom modifier is 4.
Okay, that's enough. Okay. Sense.
She's wise, just
Oh,
very smart.
Okay, so congratulations! You have picked up a martial maneuver from proximity to Millpool.
What? Alright.
You literally.
From
You literally
sensing
have
his
the Kiryu moment of that's rad.
That's rad. Okay.
Okay.
You can deduce that these goblins are in fact between a rock and a hard place.
They're about to be turned into... Well, here's the thing. Millpool's now upset. He cruises around the various rivers and estuaries, doing his thing, you know, keeping the place clean. And all hell has broken loose. Someone has dumped a bunch of magma into his nice, clean riverways. And now some asshole has dunked a tea bag full of goblins in.
You could say it's off the rails.
Millpool has surfaced.
Like
Everyone is in danger. But yeah, at this point, the poor goblins are they're drowning horribly. I'm going to tint everything blue in accordance to this.
The sound
That
of
look
ghostly
nice?
laughter can be heard in the distance.
Look at the bright side. With Millpool in proximity, you now have someone who can basically smash you a route through the average building. But that will be the miscellaneous turns, unless I've forgotten something. No, everything should be hunky dory.
Lamar takes his turn.
Fire Lad's turn.
Yeah.
As he makes landfall on the opposite side of the building. The building now, flames are spewing out of every single gap in the building with such force that it's like a jet engine. Every single gap in the architecture here is screaming like a roaring jet, and you can see the flames coursing out. They cut through the foliage around them like a blade. At this point, all the produce in the area, you can see shellfish exploding from the expansion of water. You can see vegetables wilting, turning black and charring away. Fruit is turning to jam in the stalls. Bread is nothing more than charcoal, and cheese is nothing more than a growing pool of molten fat. At this point, the roof tiles are falling off because the lead has turned to vapor.
Could this be described as an X-ray combustible fireball?
What we got here is a grade 3 bruh moment occurring on an architectural level. You can see in places that that some of the slate roof tiles are beginning to melt. The pier here is basically turning to vapor at this thing's touch.
Well, at least the rent is going down.
No, it's not, because it's now being offset by scarcity.
Fuck.
Also, these are all local market housing. They were worth shit anyway. Be that as it may. It will ready in action. Comrade, it's your turn. You are now been greeted with an old friend, a bunch of drowning goblins, and now the Dracolisc is having a very rough time.
Would I be able? Is he still looking over the edge?
It was right before a net hit it in the face, and then a bunch of goblins hit it in the face, and then it got set on fire.
Great.
And then a ghost light was stuck directly in its eye, blinding it.
Can I reach it with a crowbar from where I am?
It's whipping about fairly heavily. I reckon that with a small jump, you could easily reach it with the crowbar. Oh no, it's got trailing snag net. It'd be easy.
Yeah, but it's better for me to just fucking leap on its back or some shit.
You could use the crowbar to hook onto the snag net and then leave yourself on top of it. Oh dear.
It's an unnecessary extra step. I'll leap onto the back of it. I'll do some handle animal shit. And it's blind, so I'm gonna just try and crash it, and then jump off. You get me? I'm just gonna try and ride him into the ocean, into the river or whatever, into the ocean.
It would be much better if you directed it towards the enemies in combat, since it's going to blow up like a bomb.
Well, if he's got it underwater, it is a heat-based explosion. And y'all do know that, so...
I don't think.
All right, and we'll try and do some tail whips as well.
Zalmez with a $100 donation.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't put this music on the bot because we'll get copyright struck into oblivion. However, I'm going to put something in the player chat and the general chat that you should put on in the comfort of your own homes.
Put it
Hell
in
yeah.
general chat for the viewers.
Good pick, Zalmas.
For I cannot.
Oh, I picked the music. He just picked the contestant.
Also, Zalmus's thing just says, "Let's bring in another cognito hazard." I do not know
It's
what
also
this
100.
means, but
It's $100 donation, which means it can be heavy stuff.
is this where we die?
Keep this music in the background for what happens on Millpool's turn.
Oh, Aiden, if you can post it maybe in the YouTube stream chat.
Did you?
Should be
Yep,
in
we
general
will do.
players chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously we can't play this track, but if you're watching along and would like some holy, yep, if you'd like to, thank you, Selmas. By the way, holy shit.
Let me quickly put
But
this
yeah.
in the super secret folder so I can upload it properly.
But here's now the music. That again, we would like to play, but because of copyright, always.
For those of you at home who are watching this after the fact, please feel free to put on Painkiller by Judas Priest,
Oh.
a certified hood classic.
I am afraid, though.
Okay, as that loads up, that will give it time. Where is it doing this? I need to quickly re-upload that because it's not playing nice. I'm going to quickly restart my Roll20. Speak amongst yourselves as we prep that.
I am genuinely scared. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I want the basilisk to suffer before it blows up.
Oh, don't worry, it's about to. Certified hood classic was you. Okay, with the top of the initiative run. Something punches a hole in the clouds.
Oh
Something-
no, God's back.
No, as in the cloud, when the cloud manifested in front of the sun to give an official morality warning to the team sociopath, that was one thing. This splits the clouds like an explosion. It just punches a hole clear through it. As in the area around in the vicinity, there is no rain anymore.
Where?
Did the
there's
balloon go
there's-
boom finally?
In this case, this goes straight through the balloon.
Perception check to see what it is.
Let me just. Okay, let me just bring up the Tasty Thaumaturgy page. As something essentially reduces the market to splinters.
Hot.
To that player, I'll lay that out as the round progresses. Comrade, the field is yours currently.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna leap onto its back from here, and then I'm gonna see how he reacts to that before I decide what I'm gonna do on his back.
Roll. You can roll CMB or dash check, whichever you feel would be appropriate.
Do a dance. It's lovely 17.
Just a check. Okay, that will get you into the tree beside it. Could you roll me a CMB check as well, please?
There you go. Have some of that.
Okay. 21, well done. With those debuffs, that will get you onto its back.
Okay, great. So we're on his back. Oh, shit, that's terrible. So we're just gonna go in the river.
Yeah, with the swing of its tail, it bucks you off of its back and deposits you into the mass of screaming goblins, which do break your fall.
That's kind of dumb.
Actually, with the sheer amount of them, they're currently acting as like a little island.
Oh god, it's just like ants in the water.
Would he be able to catch himself by the rope of the snag net?
Oh yeah, you can certainly attempt it. Yeah, climb check, I believe.
Yeah, sure. What now?
Roll me a climb skill check, please.
I thought he said climb. I've never even seen that one before. Let's have a look. Climb.
I would imagine it'd be one of his class skills.
If only you had some kind of a weapon that could hook onto rope.
Oh, I know, right?
Kind of a crowbar or something.
Yeah, I don't see climb. Maybe I'm dumb. Well, not
and
maybe.
the
That's
skills.
definitely
Skill
true.
section.
Skills at the
If you
very
don't-
top.
Well, I suppose if you don't have ranks in it, just roll a strength check.
I only have. I do not have climb in the skill section. Just acrobatics, appraise, and craft.
What was that?
Such is life in the zone.
TikTok, crying children.
That should do it. So we end this.
That sounded like the
Oh,
cry of someone
He
who was
doesn't
told
have a
that
climb skill.
Hey, what was that scream about?
What the fuck's up with this sheet? Why doesn't it have a climb skill?
Girl cheated on her boyfriend and the dad told him.
Oh, Mal.
Was it with the dad?
Yeah, just it should be above. Crap, that's bewildering. Could you just roll me a strength check, please?
A strength check.
Yes, please.
Would
DC
the crowbar
see-
provide him with aid?
Yeah, it basically makes it a ladder, which is a DC 0, so... Yeah, you can hook onto the snag net, though you are currently in a climbing state, so you will be flat-footed if you keep holding on.
Assuming that I am here in this position, I'm under that layer. I have my feet flat on the sides of the walls in an abseiling sort of position.
Ah. Excellent choice. Yeah, I can give you dex for that one, I reckon. Just,
And I'm guessing that I'm not heavy enough to just pull it in.
Unfortunately, you did fail. Actually, CMB was 21. Roll me one more CMB, please.
Could I provide aid another to this?
You may. You have He is provoking by messing around with your net, I believe. I'll allow you to aid another.
All right.
Am I playing fast and loose the rules on that one? Yes, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Rule of cool.
Oh. Between the two of you? It's only a
By
small
our
shift,
crowbars
but it's a shift
combined.
Indeed.
As you see it its body's kind of segmented. It's almost like it's a usual basilisk legs that feed into the more mannish ones up front, more sort of torso. As you see its front legs stumble off of the pier, and it is desperately clawing, trying to get more purchase on those dangling front legs. In fact, you see it almost dislocate its elbow to try and get any purchase at all. It's now become a bit more apparent that this thing is struggling to even support its own weight. You can
He's a
hear
large
the bones
lad.
creaking from where you are.
Somebody needs to run up and kick him in the balls from behind. He'll probably just disintegrate.
Are his balls made of lava, or is full of lava? Question.
Lava is stored in the balls.
They have hot balls.
I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm wondering, is lava stored in the balls?
3 big balls.
God. That's such a good song.
It's good pretty hard.
Wait, isn't that 4 big guys? I think it's 4 big
3
guys.
big balls is the first verse. It's not included in the usual Vine. Vine, fucking hell. I wish Vine. TikTok.
Boomer.
Show my age. Any other actions this turn, comrade?
You know that scene in Captain America Civil War where he's hanging on the edge of the building and holding onto the helicopter, like stopping it from flying away? That's what I'm doing right now, but with some crowbars. Fucking dragon
Millpool
thing.
is there. Do you want to reach for his hand?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry?
Millpool,
The
it's
fish
your
guy.
boy.
Yeah, let's...
Yeah.
It's your boy.
But he could
Millpool.
Yeah, let's get him in.
I seem to understand him quite well.
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah. He grasps your hand and begins to kick his little flipper feet. And it suddenly becomes very apparent how freakishly strong this creature is. It's like I'll put it this way. Millpool is exerting more force on you than the basilisk is.
Oh, that's useful. I say, good work, little fish buddy. Oh!
Eris, the field is yours.
Yes. Is there any of the feet that the basilisk is still holding on with that I can see?
You'd have to get to high ground to do it. Because its body's over the lip of a wall. It's only a short wall, but it does provide it cover. If you could get to this rooftop, you could get a shot on it.
I have a better idea. I will go to Irene and ask her for a lift.
Okay, I'm going to roll a sense motive. High or low?
Low.
Moments later, you find yourself airborne.
Wait, do I have enough of a high ground?
Yes. You're currently... She used to roll twice. Oh, that's 'cause she's got a power stat.
Oh, hold on, did you just throw me?
Yes. Oh lord. She literally scooped her greatsword underneath you and used it like a lever to just hurl you skyward.
I'll take that. Could I then, using that...
She overshot the roof by a little bit.
That's okay. Will I then land here? Basically.
You will do, but currently you're about 40 feet in the air.
Okay, first, I would, with my telekinesis, just try and hurl the spear in that direction of the basilisk. It's okay
Right,
if
okay,
it...
roll to hit, please.
Yes, I'll just already zoom. Don't know if it'll hit, but...
And could you roll me perception checks whilst this is going on, please?
Yes, one moment. $21.
21 to hit will hit.
I'll just move the spear onto it. It is Morgith iron, if that is of importance.
So I'll roll this one out in the open.
And it will then
This is-
have to, I believe, roll against dex damage. If
It will
Fine.
pass the fort save, unfortunately, but it does have to roll this every time you hit it. Also, could you roll your damage for the actual spear? Because it did hit,
yes,
in earnest.
is okay. This is not an attack opportunity.
No.
Okay. Oh, sorry if that was loud.
No worries. As this is happening, yeah, can I get a perception check from people, please?
16 damage.
Jesus.
Perception.
Wait,
Roll that D10,000 roll.
hell yeah.
Wait, why did you roll perception?
Because everyone's rolling perception on this one, because something's happening in the fire.
41.99.
29.
God damn.
Oh, wait, are we
guess
all rolling perception?
With me
All right.
being high up.
Oh,
it
that's
helps.
disgusting.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, my
I'm gonna go
God.
with the second one because the first one, at dawn tomorrow, all record memory of target is lost.
But
That's
What?
an active conflict. Basically, it would mean that tomorrow morning, every single person and every single trace of Baz would disappear. Every single person that knew him would forget him,
Oh,
and
I've
every
seen science
literary,
fiction
every piece of
episodes about
prose, every piece of like information about him would disappear off the face of the earth. I will instead go with the much less campaign-destroying method, which is
Yeah.
any water carried by the target causes dehydration.
Wait,
Because I know
hang on.
that Baz can make use of that.
Okay, I have a question about this though.
That
Also,
is
okay,
hilarious.
just real quick. Yeah, obviously the former is huge disrupting issue. But carried, does that mean if he drinks water? Carrying as in it being
Any
in
water
his
he
own
carries,
tummy?
if he dispenses it from himself currently, it will cause dehydration. So I'm going to rule it works like desiccating lubricant, which is a non-lethal alchemical damage.
also
slapper.
function on touch.
Yes.
But so again,
It
my
didn't
question
say
is,
when
if he-
drunk. It said causes. Well, this is imbiber, but
That is amazing.
But what
okay.
if-
So it would be an ingested version. So you'd need to use a poison belcher.
Okay.
Alright, so they do have to
So-
ingest it.
Yeah.
My question is, can Baz no longer drink water? Essentially.
Only the water he has on him currently.
Okay, looks like you're drinking beer from now on, Baz. I don't think that'd be a problem. But
If
like, it's just
only I
water, right?
had this pre-installed, like, drinking helmet filled with Stella Fatwa.
Exactly. So I don't
Oh
think it's a
god,
problem.
the Stella Frostfall.
It's
what
not
does
water.
that
You said
even
it was
mean?
water.
It's arguably
What?
based on water. There's a lot of argument to be made.
I would disagree because the reason why humans invented alcohol was because the
Was to
water
purify
was
water.
often, yeah, it was to purify water, but it was to make, but it is something different. If someone asked you for a glass of water, and you hand them a Stella Artois or a Fatwa in this case, you would not consider that a fulfillment of the request.
Yeah.
So
Also,
I think
it
Baz
would be
can
good
just-
to be careful with how widely this goes, because otherwise, I could just pick someone up, and then they will fucking deflate.
Yeah, that's
No, it would only be if someone ate them.
Just
Like,
want to
the
add
person
this
who ate
really
them would
anal
die.
point.
Also, I've decided to take some certain liberties with the aesthetics of this Zamez, so please enjoy.
Oh god.
As out from the crater,
No.
this is some weeb shit, I know, but I gotta use this.
Please be a common.
Is a coffin.
Oh no.
Oh.
Somewhere between a coffin and, well, it's a half coffin, half projectile. In this case, covered head, like toe to tip, in whirring gears and mechanical latches, topped with an ornate skull.
Is that a Guilty Gear character?
No, it's from Gungrave.
Acceptable choice of weepery, I would say.
It was this or Alucard's coffin, and Alucard's coffin was a bit on the nose. Good have sentence. But interruption of theirs is turns out. So that's a successful hit. A respectable chunk of 16 damage.
Oh, would I still be able to do an attack since I used my telekinesis?
I would have thought that telekinesis would have been a standard action at least. Or at the very least, a attack action.
Using telekinesis to move something is not action in this case. It's a little weird.
So I still have my longbow. I'd like to hit the basilisk again.
Mind you, the reach of that telekinesis is still like 15 feet.
Yes, but I still threw it with the telekinesis, and I'm up in the air, so it's gonna have to go down anyway.
If you threw it, then it would still be like a... If you're trying to hit it with it, then it would still be like a standard action.
Okay, fine. Do I then have to roll anything to land on the roof gracefully?
Yeah, that could be an acrobatics check, please. Or climb if you got it. Basically, pick a physical skill.
Climb is a -1. Let's go with acrobatics. It is a +1 at least. 3.
You have fallen down the chimney.
Oh no!
Boom.
Roll me a climb check, please, to see how far down the chimney you
Better
fall.
be careful, Penny. You wouldn't want to walk out of there in blackface.
Oh no. 11.
And roll me a reflex save versus accidental racism.
No. Can I use knowledge geography to know not to do this?
Yes. Good call.
Yeah, no, because
Character
geography is
is, like-
9 higher than my reflex.
You want to think of it this way: your character is basically a chimney
16.
sweeps brush.
I'll cover my face. I'll brunt. I will land on my ass if need to.
As you emerge through the bottom of the chimney, you find yourself having been coated head to toe in soot, except for your face, leading to a strange kind of reverse minstrel show feel. Kind of just look like Felix the Cat, to be honest.
This is fine. I will stand there contemplating.
As opposed to H.P. Lovecraft's cat.
We won't dwell on that. Unfortunately, your bow is currently on the roof, as it was extracted from your grasp on the way down.
That's okay.
Or I probably would have clattered down onto the pier below. Any other actions that you find yourself on your back? Find yourself sat on your backside in a fireplace, which is weirdly like the only place not on fire.
Why? I think that's it for me.
That's the thing that just came on
Okay. Okay. The first the NPC turns, the gears on the front of the coffin begin to click and whir as the gears and cogs turn slowly. As slowly but surely, rods around the exterior that seem to be almost like nails slowly like as they push themselves out of place. The coffin appears to be slowly opening. Now for Basilisk's turn. Okay, it's been grabbed by the face, it's entangled, it's being grappled. It's burning to death. Okay. First up, cohesion check. Oh no.
What type of oh no?
It rolled a 2.
Oh.
Now, should I know? Double check cohesion check. Structure checks. I think these are one of those lower is better things. It is. Okay, so it does not explode this turn. However, it will attempt to hurl the various interlopers from their perches. Ooh, okay, Mark.
Oh.
This thing sweeps its neck around like a whip. And with a squeaky pop of burning hydrogen, it hurls you into the opposing rooftop.
At least I'm not in the water.
And it did that in 5 feet.
That was a crit on a bull rush. And bull rushes can break grapples.
Have I still got my crowbar?
No, it's hooked into the net. Actually, tell you what, no, I'll roll it.
I look inside
You
my
have a
coat
choice.
and
Do you
I'll
want
go,
to keep the
okay.
grip? If you keep the grip on the crowbar, you'll keep the crowbar, but you risk removing the net.
I'll leave it on there. I've got infinite crowbars anyway.
I was wondering if he was going to remember. Okay, he's sharper than he looks. But yeah, you find yourself in the opposing rooftop. I've been skittered across the slates there. Not injured, thankfully. You did quite well in that regard.
Did like a gymnast dismount when I landed.
And it is also going to try to burn through the snag net on its face. And Hun,
Yes.
what's your CMD?
My CMD is 16.
Okay. As you see its one eye turn swivel in its socket, and a protective layer flick over it. As it inhales, it twists it physically twists its torso like it's wringing out its own lungs. And the jet of flame is like a cutting torch. And you see your snag net just discorporate. As what? It's made of Morgoth, correct?
Yes.
The Morgoth iron was not turned to vapor, is dispersed into the water below, and you see these jagged shards forming in the briny waters below. The goblins do not do so well, and are reduced to so much charred, greyish dust. For the most part, a few stragglers managed to escape with a couple of remaining limbs and maybe a torso or two. But good grief, the area beneath the basilisk under the pier is quickly turning into a sea of obsidian. Millpool will actually have to roll a save. And will of course succeed because Millpool's a monk. He managed to kick himself out the way.
Yeah, it did all that
the-
with a 5-foot movement?
It's not moving at all. All it did was make 2 attacks. It gets its breath weapon as a swift. Let me just make a little. No one in this party is in any position to talk about action economy.
I'm not interested in its action economy.
As these two chunks of stone begin to superheat from sheer proximity to the area here. I'm going to go ahead and replace these with a larger, but that'll be the Basilisk's turn. Gobbos. He's not going anywhere. His friend, however, will see the writing on the wall and quickly egress into the opposing area. The Uruk, who has been trying to recover and mend his wounds, will just stand in awe of what's transpiring. He doesn't know what to make of it. The other imps, that one will try to escape its... Oh, it actually will escape. With a remarkable show of skill, it managed to wriggle its way out of the grasp of the tendrilled beast and begin swimming away. Let's see its swim check. It begins to drown. Other chap here will finally complete his little endeavour as he floats the boat out next to the tendril beast with what appears to be a good chunk of burning debris on top. Though we'll see how it goes. But it will climb into the boat as it burns and attempt to row to safety, relying on the flames to protect it. Han.
Yes.
You hear over the crackle of the flames, you hear the hiss of something depressurizing.
Oh boy.
And the loud clunking of machinery. Well, those of you at home, I hope you do have Painkiller on loop. I know I do.
Could I make a knowledge, local, or sense motive check to try and figure out if it's anything from the Merchants Guild?
It'd be a roll knowledge engineering.
Alright.
Also, if anyone has knowledge, planes, or religion.
There you go.
Give me a second. I'm in a boss battle.
Oh, and furthermore, Mark.
Yes, we are.
Do you have any knowledge skills?
Yes.
Roll them.
Mostly geography, obviously.
Roll geography. Basically, just pick your highest. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's geography. That's true in reality as well.
Baz, whatever that is way above the pay grade of the Merchants Guild.
I see.
That is complex machinery.
18 planes.
Okay. Moving down to geography. Mark, comrade, through his bleary eyes from being a bit dazed from the encounter with the basilisk, opens his eyes to be met with a coursing, burning sensation. It's like standing too close. It's like being next to a blast furnace. Something has arrived that makes your detect bourgeoisie hurt. Almond, that thing shouldn't be here. There is you've never even seen anything like it. But I'll put it this way: you are getting signatures of magical energies that you normally only see with your kind.
He stops laughing.
Whatever is in there has been touched by divinity. You're dealing with a planet. This, whatever this thing is a full-bore planar hazard. As in being too close to this thing is risky to your health purely through being exposed to something from another plane.
The ghost head turns in a general direction as the eyes go completely blank and asks Lamarck, "Can you see through that?"
I can't see anything at all. And Lamarck begins to hyperventilate as he realizes that looking at whatever's over there has blinded him again. And you can see the kind of fungus stalks that make up the receptors of his eyes have withered.
Well then.
Two armor plates fall off the coffin. Did I accidentally delete something wrong? It's me. Han. Before we get sidetracked. I lost a place there. I do believe you got your round of actions for this turn.
Yep.
Fire away.
So I will attempt to charge at the basilisk while we still can.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to make use of the fact that my suit can walk across water to make the charge.
Make it so.
Let's see. Such. And. Oh, wait. So it's a bit finicky to get the spacing figured out. So we'll attempt to charge him from here. And as I'm charging him, I draw my S-stock. The anti-magic one.
Deploying emergency best stock.
Best stock. And swinging it like a sledgehammer in Mordhau grip, I shall attempt to perform an awesome blow against him.
Wasn't looking at that one.
Yes.
What size do you count as, out of curiosity?
Well, it's the befuddling style that allows me to perform the awesome blow. I count as medium still.
Okay. Unfortunately, I believe awesome blow has to be used on creatures smaller than you. But if it's, you probably have a mitigating factor, and if it's cool enough, I'm down the clown either way.
Let's see. Could I... Okay, since I'm still doing this as a charge, could I, instead of using it in a Mordhau grip, go for a thrust and throw all of my weight behind it? Basically lunging myself with along with the creature.
I like it. And I did specifically that the suit cannot is not inhibited by in its movement.
Indeed.
Roll it. Also, you don't forget you get flanking because the spear's there.
Oh, excellent.
You
There
look
he
at
is.
You
the-
dimp.
this there.
It's a good time to have dirty fighting. Right? Bada bing.
He is flat-footed, so it's like dismal CMD. Pardon me. And it's specifically unbalanced. So, yes. Which direction would you like to bull rush it in?
I would like to bull rush it. Just let's see, direct, preferably right into the water. So I'm guessing over here.
Okay, with your best
Be
bet.
my best bet
That's a diagonal.
because I don't think this direction would work out very well.
Okay, you managed to successfully bull rush it 5 feet. Which for it is
Alright.
bad news because it's about to faceplant into red hot stone.
Oof.
Yes. Let me roll the damage on that.
You roll its balance check, try and keep its footing in unstable ground. Okay, it's not bad.
It's just for damage.
You round down with half damage with play damage, so 28.
Yep. It needs to make a DC 16 fort against stagger.
It actually failed. It rolled a 3. It is staggered. It will only have one action its turn.
All right.
Question: would the spear have moved with it?
No.
Okay.
Does Baz have greater or improved, or does it have like any of the fancy bull rush ones where you get
No.
to make it provoke? Okay, so what, double checks in case because spear's weird. You can the spear will move on your turn
Okay.
unless it's under since it's broke line of sight. Any other actions, Baz?
No, that'd be it.
Neri.
Okay, sorry. Back from the bathroom. Okay. Okay. What is the basilisk back up on? Is it like part up on the rocks, or is it still falling into the?
It's
Bay.
managed to keep one. It's been not most of its body is over the wall in toward the water. Its face is pressed against the red hot stone, and you
yeah.
can see its flesh sizzling, and its one good eye turning grey, and beginning to
Right.
run down. Its face is kind of a viscous grey muck.
Oof.
Oh,
And it's got-
one quick thing I would like to do with Baz is as he's kind of pressing its face down into the molten rock, he just looks up into the sky and says, "Look, I'm trying. This is the most peaceful thing I could think of."
Another question. This stuff's all molten, right?
This obsidian here is molten.
Yeah.
These are just red hot.
Okay. Oh, what's... You know, I didn't think about this. What's my resistance to... I don't know if I had anything about that. I did have, I think, a fire resistance.
I don't think you start with it innately.
Resistance
Because
to...
earth creatures are resistant to acid.
Yeah, okay. So even though I'm a rock, I'm resistant to heat. I guess that makes sense. Well, it seems my path this way is a bit, obstruct. Hey, oh shoot,
You get
what's
acid
his name
resistance
again?
as
The Get Smoked, the guy with the Get Smoked guy. I'm
Millpool.
sorry, I'm forgetting his name. Millpool.
well. He has a sheet, you know. I've shown it to you.
I know, I've seen it, but I'm terrible with names for that. It seems, I'll look at Millpool and say, looks like things are getting a bit heated up around here. You think you could maybe help give me a ride over to the other side? We can go together. maybe deal with some of this stuff that's disturbing your waters, because I want it gone as much as you do.
He has this big grin on his face, like he knows something you don't.
Okay. I'll offer up my hand in like a handshake.
He'll jump out of the water to a squat and stand up,
Uh-huh.
and then he'll point over to the coffin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I shall now type
Oh.
as Millpool.
I didn't realize that's where the coffin was. I thought it was over
Yeah,
here.
in the corner.
I thought it was the tree that is on fire. This makes a bit more sense
Well-
now.
It is confusing, Penny, because everything's on fire.
Yeah.
That bit is
Friend.
more on fire.
I did not see that, for I am blind.
You
Does
notice
Neri
that-
understand this, by the way?
Yep. And you notice that he's saying that as he points at the coffin.
Oh,
Well, what is inside the coffin? Is that a friend?
that's your friend,
He nods.
Millpool.
He says it in perfect sign language. I'll put this in text so you can read it out.
Alright, so
Before Bill starts aggressively signing at
It's
Aiden
just-
across the room.
Neri is watching intently, trying to understand this fish sign language.
Oh.
Not just friend.
Oh.
Not just friend. Okay. Oh, by the way, because of our psychic link
Oh.
with Carl's still doing that, right? Tag team partner. So I'll relay this to
The
everybody
last
else.
lock hits
Well,
the ground like a bomb going off.
Well, the answer is no. I had to drop your telekinesis in the last map because you weren't here. The mark
Oh.
needs to.
Oh. So am I outside of the telekinesis loop?
Yes.
Oh no! So okay, I'm the only one who knows this.
Don't tell me this
You're
is
the only
Red
one who can
Rumbler.
translate dive.
So, but Millpool, seems to be destroying the city,
I swear God, if this is some bastardized version of
including
Red Rumbler.
the, which would include also the harbor. Is that something that you're down with, or
He'll rub his flippers together happily.
I see.
Yes.
What about the? Wait, are you involved with the rest of this devastation?
He'll shake his head.
Oh. So we're not your friends?
Stop making me switch back to the Millpool. Pool
You don't
territory.
have to.
It's
You
a
can just
bucket of
type. You
fine.
don't have to. You don't have to. Just type as
No,
yourself. It's fine.
It's the done thing.
Well, I'm having a conversation with this character.
Just speak in a croaky voice, Bill. Come on.
Eat friend.
Yes, we're friends. This other guy is your friend, but the other guy who's your friend is kind of trying to kill us. Kill everybody else here. Do you think maybe we could,
I mean, he didn't land on
Work it
us,
out?
to be fair.
yeah, do you think maybe we could work it out?
He'll hold up a single digit, go to his little belt, which is nothing but a couple of crude pouches, and take out a flare pistol, like like some of the ones you've seen the other adventurers use. He will put one finger in one of his ears, or the holes on the side of his head. He'll put his other arm straight up to cover his other ear, and pop a flare into the air. The flare is a golden color.
Ooh.
And strobes very slightly as it moves through the air. A wave of smoke has a kind of issued out of the coffin. So, Neri, what'll it be?
Okay. One last thing. A couple last things I'll say to Millpool is. All right, we're all friends here, so let's see if we can work something out. Let me make sure that my other friends don't go and try to hurt your friend, right? So, could you help me get over to the other side of the... Because I'll sink like a rock, I think. Get over to the other
He'll not
side
happily.
of the... Alright. And we can try and work this out.
Point roughly where you want to go.
Just over to the other side of this... I don't want to be anywhere near the molten hot rock.
Okay, point roughly where your final destination is.
Here next to the top of that.
So where you want to be?
Yeah, I don't know how to get past
You can get
this.
creative, like anywhere. Name anywhere you want to go. What's your
He can
end
take
game?
you there.
Oh.
Point to it.
Oh.
Millpool's
wow.
fast.
He zooming, he a fish man.
Well, then
Good
let's go
boy.
talk to his friend.
Okay.
I mean, you can probably get.
He
to the
he
water.
quite happily puts one hand on your shoulder, goes, "Ah," and initiates Skybreaker throw. Skybreaker throw at its lowest level can throw a person 1,500 feet.
Oh god.
Oh no.
I will assume the
Place
position.
yourself anywhere you wish.
Okay.
As he drops you in like a mortar shell.
Yeah.
You ask, and so you shall receive.
Alright. So outside of the burning crater. And I'll shout, "Hello down there! I'm a friend of Millpool."
Millpool's ability to make items that he throws slow down as they reach their final trajectory.
Assuming
kicks in.
I didn't explode or anything while landing.
Millpool has a ring that acts like Featherfall for people he throws. He can choose to switch it off. But he throws enough people that are just there being ne'er-do-wells that he ended up getting a magical item made. But be that as it may, you're stood before a ornate and runically inscribed coffin. Looking at it makes your Akashic veils itch.
On
On the front of it is a ornate display that displays a runic symbol. What languages do you have?
Only common. Not even common, it's standard.
Would there have been time for Eris to teach
I'm a...
Aiden's character language? Since we had
I don't know.
time for like a week.
Oh,
or
right.
more.
That's right, we were supposed to do that, and I'm writing
Okay.
it down.
So you can't understand the runes, but you do understand the main central one, which is 3. Which is the number 3.
I don't trust this.
Would I have any idea of the relevance of the number 3 locally?
Tick 2.
Oh.
You still should have some movement. I think you should use it.
You have your full round. You have a full round of movement.
I'm gonna run the fuck
Tick
away then.
1.
Yeah, 80
Move.
feet movement. Hang on. 80 feet run.
Maybe don't
straight
run
line.
that
Hang on,
far,
hang on.
but
Well, okay, I'm gonna be over here, 40 feet. I don't want to go over the bridge. Alright. Actually, no. I want to go the other direction. Sorry. I think I would rather be... Oh, but it's burning and there's a fire elemental here. Yeah, I think I want to...
Okay. So let
Actually,
me know your final decision.
I know, just give me a second. I have to think about it. Alright, I'm going to do my standard move, which is 20 feet. So over here.
Shit, I want one
Okay.
behind cover. That is a building.
That is true. Can I
As
get-
basically what everyone hears in common.
Whatever.
3, 2, 1. Tyrant Typhoon. Deploying. as the area is blasted completely flat with shrapnel.
I would like to have at least braced myself as I was running away and trying to get down. Because you have some bracing benefit against this.
Do I have a crater? Imagine the crater. More importantly, with a hiss, the coffin opens. Final king of the ring. Tyrant Tyson.
Tyrant Tyson.
Oh shit, it's your boy! As a 10-foot tall machine, basically an enormous, sleekly designed golem with a crystalline face lurches out of the coffin.
May you open the image big. Make it big.
Literally
and big and
American Trunks from Rocky 3.
Hey, I was told to draw these that way. So I did. Wait, is it possible to just open the image big? Or... Because you open the sheet.
Just show it.
Yeah.
It's still
Sure.
a tiny...
There you go.
There it is. There you go.
I crunched
Bottle of hooch in hand.
Of course. This guy seems cool.
Does Eris get whiplash even though she's in a chimney in some house?
I thought you got out of
The chimney, the side of the chimney literally falls over from there's just a wave of concussion that flies out from this thing when it
Do we take
finally
any
opens.
damage? Do any of us? Do I take any damage? Because I think I'm the closest one.
No, it's
obviously.
an anti-structure device.
Mm.
You're not a structure.
The area okay, how far away is this thing? Okay, you're lucky. It's a 30-foot blast.
Yeah, I'll see. I made a good choice.
What about the cheese?
Oh, don't worry. The cheese was smashed flat by the initial drop pod.
No.
Cheese,
It
no.
got turned into fondue immediately.
Oh,
He did that.
cheese.
But now the entire area stinks of burnt crab and boiling cheese. More importantly, you do have the issue of the 10-foot tall murder machine that has now occurred.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. I can make another
Though I
20
will
foot
say,
move. You're saying, right?
Yeah, you had your movement. You now got standard action left.
I can use it to move again closer, right?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. And then I'm gonna initiate conversation. Hello down there.
He's towering over you.
Up there. Hello. Nera just puts one hand up. Hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. I am friends. Believe we have mutual friends. In fact, you might believe.
Indeed.
I'm sure you know. Oh, okay. You're familiar. Could I ask you?
I speak the common tongue.
Oh, good. I'm afraid I'm a bit dim when it comes to languages. Could I ask what's going on here? Just gesticulate around the burning village.
What's going on is that you jobbers just got bailed out.
Bailed out.
He'll point over towards Millpool.
Yeah? Are you here to help?
Something like that.
Oh, well, that's excellent. Based Millpool. Well, at least I hope so.
Don't worry. Boss man said there's plenty of souls to claim today.
Ah. We seem to be having a problem with a fire elemental, and
He's first on the chopping block, don't worry. Then it's case-by-case basis for the rest of you. He'll he'll crack his knuckles quite loudly, put his gloves on,
Oh, damn, my
smack them
knuckles.
together a little bit.
Everyone. Well, we're just trying to save the town, so sounds like we have at least for the time being, a mutual goal.
He'll kind of take up a stance and declare to the skies, I am the Red Hands, first unto father. Envoy, the god of the inglorious dead. Here I claim my sanction. This is my ring. Now put up your hands and fight.
Can we roll Planard? Guess what that person
Yes.
is?
Please do.
What can
No, we
Eris
roll,
roll
we
to not
roll.
have a mental breakdown or just like weird memory bullshit?
Oh no.
Yes,
You know who precise-
Rod!
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
You suddenly... Okay, I'll best describe it. That's not a god you know about. That's a new one. But your time's spent kind of cruising around the various
That growth
multiverse.
sphere.
You know that there are a number of major planet metropoli out in the world. Obviously, the city of Portals is one, in Planescape. There's a few others, and one is named the City of Seven Seraphs. In that occasion, a new minor god of the dead cropped up. This is one of his envoys. If he's here, something bad is happening.
Oh.
Because the Red Hand is the first of Red Rumbler's envoys, and he only shows up when something extraordinary, when a situation has arisen where people can be taken before their time, which means that something in the vicinity is messing with proper fate.
Oh.
So he's
I
a
blame the
dark.
cursed charge.
He is essentially one of the very, very high archons. All of... How to put it how to put it succinctly.
This is a demigod, essentially.
Yes, this is essentially an angel.
Okay.
We'll see. he's
Do
not
my
the-
eyes
An angel-
not burn out
an
of their
angel-
sockets by looking at him?
No, because his angels are constructs.
Okay.
I'm more
And-
biblically accurate, somehow, than the usual.
Essentially, this is a divinely enhanced golem.
Mm.
And Red is the god of the inglorious dead. He is charged with taking the souls of the departed who never lived up to their potential and training them so that they are fit for Valhalla and the other halls of the
Beast.
glorious dead. He took his mantle from killing Hell. He's aiding in the death of Hell.
Hell
So
is in the
if one of his envoys,
Norse
one of
pagan
his
hell. Yeah?
yes,
HEL?
Norse Norse pagan Hell, half
Yeah.
skeleton, everything. If he's here, well, I think we'll have to see next week to see what happens, won't we?
Oh my. Yeah. Well, things have gotten interesting.
But an
Thank you,
envoy has been
Zalmas,
sent
by the
down.
way.
A envoy has been sent down to the island to enact divine wrath.
I would still
Let's
like to
go.
know if
Maybe.
I can roll something will related to see if this planet's Earth, I guess,
Of course.
recollects anything.
Well, whatever you may feel will be appropriate.
Find a will save feels appropriate. Depending on the result, you
Yeah.
decide what happens.
should we all? Should I?
Well-
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Does my character really need to roll a will save?
Oh no.
No, just her. Just
Uh,
Eris is okay. For those not at home who don't know, who haven't seen the Seven Seraphs game, Eris, on her previous incarnation, ran into Red Rumbler quite often. So Eris just got a flash of one of her previous lives all at once.
Before
Right.
godhood, one might say. Curious. Because I don't think Eris was around while the god fights were happening, so...
What,
Yeah, I believe you were spared that indignity.
But
Yeah.
also, is this Eris, is it like a reincarnation or a...
It's a new, fresh one. Untraumatized
Yeah, so-
as of yet, I think.
Ah,
right.
about that.
Yeah. Was about to say.
Congratulations, you've got you can what did it's like when you play Dragon Age, something like when you get like games like Dragon Age 2, I think gave you something if you beat Dragon Age 1.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Even
you've got
Inquisition did, yeah.
you've got a downloadable DLC. Trauma.
Oh
Oh
no.
jeez. Does it at least come with any perks like resilient against getting yelled at or
No, it makes you weaker against his yelling. Because you've been yelled at before.
shit?
Oh, Bill, I have to ask,
Yeah.
otherwise I'll forget. The anti-magic S-stock, did that do anything to suppress the purple flame within the basilisk?
Ah, yeah, I mentioned that. You notice that as his teeth meet the grindstone there, the flames are guttering. So you may have stabilized him. At the very least, had his arcane gland have be a bit on the fritz.
Did you just run all his teeth out so he's a toothless, half-blind little lad?
It's the peaceful option.
I like that.
By the way, as you're doing that, I forgot to mention this. As you do that, do you wish to accept a mark from the gold dragon?
Yes, I do.
As you feel a burning on your left pectoral muscle, as a symbol of the gold dragon is burned in,
Ooh.
and a chime in the back of your brain chimes as if to say, "You see this tattoo? It says your kind aren't welcome." Note this down. Tattoo. Lycian History X.
No.
And ladies and gents at home, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you'll join us all next week for episode 26, A Challenger Appears. Note that down, I'll 100% forget that name.
Yeah, I'll know.
26, that's exactly half a year. And
Oh my god, yeah, it has been. Well, I don't know if it has been because we've missed some weeks. Or like one.
Yeah, but we don't count those numbers, do we?
True. So 26. It was what again, Bill?
Challenger appears.
Challenger
Yep.
appears.
And make the thumbnail just red here in front of the Smash Bros.
Yeah.
If need be, I can try and dig up the old file so we can get a transparent version without the
Oh,
ring.
cool. Cool, Penny. I'll cut it out either way. But well, thank you all for watching. This has been
Distressing.
interesting,
Frenetic.
distressing potentially. There's now a demigod who has landed. The city is still on fire, but things may change drastically in the near future. So tune in next week as we see what the hell happens. Thank you all for watching. See you next week. Bye.
Sure.
Come on. Otherwise.
Bye.